In this video, I'm going to show how to take Tesla out of parking. So this to disengage the parking brake. If you want to, for example, take the car off a trailer, or if you have it parked and the battery is dead or something like that, and it just wouldn't move, the parking brake typically will not unlock if you can't take the car out of parking. So the first thing to try is to turn on the car, 12 volts, the 12 volts only, you don't need the high voltage, and go to service, then towing, then press the brake pedal, and then press this transport mode button. I'm not sure why it's working on this car. It's not working on this car. Maybe because my key card is not working, but that method did not work. So we're gonna resort to the second method, to manually disengage the parking brakes on the rear. And the way to do that is to jack up the wheels one at a time, so that you can get access to the caliper in the rear, on the rear wheels. It looks like this. And at the back of the caliper, there's this motor that controls the electric parking brake. It has 2 pins. What you got to do is very carefully apply 12 volts to those pins, and then wait a few seconds while you hear the motor spin. I don't know, about 5 seconds or so. If you don't hear the motor spin, that means you got to reverse the polarity and try again. What makes it easier, if you got a spare cable like this from another car, for example, you can buy these on eBay. Then what you can do is you can unplug the original plug from the car and plug your plug in here, and then you can apply 12 volts here. It's a little easier to put in some wires in here, then try to connect 12 volts to that without shorting it. And you can just use little wires, you know, something like this, and these can go into those spots right there. Just make sure not to, you know, be careful not to short, because you don't want any spark and any heat. And you can use any kind of a battery. It doesn't have to be one this big. It can be a smaller 12 volt battery or a jump box or something like that. Good luck.